Well, winter's here, and we haven't had freezing weather yet, but it's coming. So I think it's time that I get the coolant leaks fixed on this Chevy Love. So we've got quite a few. We've got the upper radiator hose. Remember, it had a bad end on it. I just cut it off, but it's really short and it's still leaking a little bit at the water thermostat housing. So I've got a new hose for there. The water pump is leaking. The bearing's bad in it. So we will. I've got a replacement water pump. That one was put on new about 10 years ago, lifetime warranty. So we got another one. This heater control valve is leaking. I don't know if it will. I've got one on that other truck. We're gonna pull off, swap it out. Maybe the other one will work. Well, I mean, I know it'll fit, but I don't know if the other one's good or not. So we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully it is. And that should take care of our water leaks. Then I can put coolant in it. Right now I've got water in it. And I had this in just as a rigged up. Seemed like the right thread. For the plug here. It looks right. I mean, it threads in. But according to the auto parts store, I took this with me, and they told me that's the right one, and that doesn't look right. So looks like we're going to be putting that other thing back on there. The bolt with the washer. I mean, it wasn't leaking or anything, it just seemed kind of rigged. Doesn't seem right. We'll have to see. Let's see what we can do. Those threads might just be messed up. Alright, so let's get busy. Step one, done. Or, well, I wouldn't say step one. Task one, done. That is, it wasn't 1/8 inch national pipe thread, but I had a tap, so I just retapped it. So that's retapped. It's got some of that pipe joint compound on it, and it's tightened up in there. So now we have a proper drain. So let's get the water pump off now. Fan shroud off, fan off, alternator belt off, pulley off, the water pump. And there you can see water pump is off. And I wonder why it was leaking. That is one nasty water pump. You can see probably all this time it was sitting, the water pump was probably just about like that. And you can see kind of a water line right there where this thing just sat in water, corroded the impeller and probably took out the bearing, and then once it started wobbling, took out the seal. We've also got a noisy alternator. I was able to get some of that spray red grease in there a little bit, and it quietened it down a little bit, but the bearing's still tight. Probably go a long way like that. I think I have a warranty on it too. But that water pump is gone. Looks much better. That was a rebuilt one. They don't offer them rebuilt anymore. They come new, and so but they'll exchange since they don't offer the rebuilt one anymore, they'll exchange this one for that one. Lifetime warranty. This one's going back. Junk. So on with that one. And I've already cleaned up in there and the surface right there. So now we just got to stick this on there. I've got just a thin coat of this stuff on there. I like that gasket stuff, and then the paper gasket that came with it. So let's get the bolts back in and we'll get it done. Put a little, once I have that red grease out, I'll put a little bit on those bolts. Just help them. A little bit rusty. Almost done. Water pump is on, pulley's on. Got to put the fan on, the shroud, and radiator hose, and then we'll have to go get that other heater valve off that other truck. Back together. We got our new radiator hose on. I had to cut it a little bit short, or not a little bit short, but I had to cut about a 3/4 of an inch off to keep it from kinking right there in the bend. It was a little bit too long. Yeah, water pump's on, fan shroud's back on, fan's back on. We're all good. Now we just got that. And I'll need to find some coolant. I think I've got some used Toyota Red we will put in it. It should be good. And let's get it wrapped up. Let's go get this other heater valve. Back at the other truck, parts truck. And the motor on this thing is locked up. I didn't realize the valve cover's off of it though. But it's completely locked up. And it was locked up when I got it. So let's see if we can get this heater valve off. Chances are it's probably no good, but we'll try it. It's worth a shot. Alright, it's replaced. Let's find some coolant. Hopefully I've got some. If not, we'll have to put water back in it so I can get some. I thought I had some used Toyota Red coolant. I might have actually put that in my tractor. I'm trying to remember. Can't remember. I had a partial new bottle of Toyota Red, but I don't think I have enough of it. And I had 4 partial bottles, one almost full of regular green. So I decided to just go ahead and put the green stuff in it. So we've got it filled up. I've threw all the partial bottles in there. It's probably got maybe close to a gallon of coolant, and then I threw some water in there. So let's start it up. We'll get the coolant circulating, and so we can get it topped off and make sure we have no leaks. And the battery may or may not be up because I've got a bad connection on the alternator, so the alternator hadn't been charging. I need to put a battery gauge on it. Generator lights. Transmission put some drag on the motor. I'll put a little more water in it, we'll let it warm up, and it really needs a overflow tank. See if I have one here somewhere. We're going to make one out of something. We're up to operating temperature, and here's what I came up with. rub up against something or wear a hole in it, so I needed something to put it in. And I didn't want it to tie wrap it or something because I figured it would wear a hole in it. So I took an old empty drink thing, drilled a hole, drilled 2 holes in the bottom, make sure it wouldn't fill up with water. Just break the thing. All of our tools and be done. Seems like it's idling a little fast. And I need to check the alternator to see if it's charging. Well, we're running out of daylight, but cooling system's done. I've had it sitting here idling for a while. No leaking here, no leaking on these hoses. Doesn't appear to be leaking at the radiator hoses. Water pump's not leaking. Looks like we're all dry. It's been running here quite a while. Feels that pressure on the cooling system. And right now the alternator is charging. I've cleaned these connections real good, and I don't know if it's going to keep working. It seems pretty intermittent, so I'm not sure if there's a wire that's bad there or what. So we'll just have to see if it's working. I'm probably going to put a voltmeter in it so I can keep track of it. And let's see. Temperature's good. So, I think we're done for tonight. Thanks for watching.